Thank you, Speaker. My question's to the Prime Minister. How is the government supporting communities, small businesses and not-for-profits affected by flooding?
Give the call to the Prime Minister.
Thanks very much, Mr Speaker. This morning I was in Eugowra with the Premier of New South Wales, Dominic Perrottet, with the member for Calare and the member for Orange, as well as being escorted around by the Mayor, Kevin Beattie, looking at the devastation which Eugowra has faced. This repeated, relentless flooding that is occurring is just so hard for these communities. Forbes, that I visited with Premier Perrottet a couple of weeks ago, of course, has been hit again. And today we had the opportunity, we flew into Parkes and then flew over the communities that had been impacted. In Eugowra's case, 159 people, or 1 in every 3 residents, had to be rescued by either a helicopter or by a boat. And I pay tribute to the emergency services, to the Australian Defence Force personnel who were on the ground the very next day, to the SES, but also to the average people from New South Wales who have driven to Eugowra to just help people clean up and get their lives back. Today we announced a $50,000 recovery grant, up to $25,000 to be automatic, the next $25,000 to be on the basis of receipts being produced for small business and not-for-profits for these communities, as well as now extending the $1 million local government recovery grant now to 46 councils that have been disaster declared in New South Wales. We met with Brendan Mainsbridge and David Herbert, who run the local Eugowra post office, which is not just the post office, it's the bank, it's the full bit. And they have got it all up and running within days, an amazing achievement by them. This community is an inspirational one. It has been able to fight its way back. This government has their back, as does the New South Wales government, and as does, of course, local government as well. We'll continue to work with state and territory governments as we have in New South Wales, in Tasmania, in Victoria, and now in South Australia is also facing a really difficult period going ahead. That's what people expect, that's what they deserve, and that's what they'll get from my government. I thank the fact that the Acting Prime Minister, Richard Marles, visited the community, as well as the Minister for Emergency Services, Murray Watt, who's done such an extraordinary job since he was appointed to that position. I say to all those who've been impacted by this, the whole of Australia feels for you. We realise that you are doing it really, really tough, and we will stand by you in these difficult times.